Okay, if you followed me up to this point, I think you guys are going to really, really appreciate this pattern. It is using the same relative defined names as a tool, but now there's a lot of advantages in what I'm going to show you in terms of making the spreadsheet easier to use. Okay, and adding formulas. Okay, so this is almost exactly like what we saw before, but I've got a few hidden things here. All right, I'm going to unblock this. Well, I'm going to expand it. Okay, that's better terminology. I'm expanding it. I have this Y1, Q1, O1, Y1, Q1, O2, Y1, Q1, O3. So I've got a date reference here. This is new. I didn't have that before. And it just says date period. Okay, so now how did I create this? It's a little bit of a pain, but if you do it once, it's really, really worth it. And the people who really know how to manipulate these formulas, they probably already see how to do it, but I'll just walk through it. In any case, you could also do the same thing with like 2018, quarter one, January, or '01 for January. And you could do fiscal years. The people who know how to do these things, it's really not that hard to do. It's a little cumbersome, but it's not that hard. Okay, so let's go to formula, define names, or name manager. And I've named all of these formulas with date underscore so that it's easier to see what is happening here. So the first thing is I use the mod command to calculate the month that's being used. So it basically divides it by 12, and whatever's remaining becomes the month. Okay, so that's how I got the last part of it, the '01. The date period, this is actually putting it together. That's what this is date period. That's taking the year date used, the year, and the quarter, and what I just showed you here, which is this month use, and that is taking the month use amount and formatting it with a padding of the zeros to the left, so it's 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, up to 1, 2, 12. Okay, that's what this is over here on the right. A quarter use is using is taking the monthly use number, the 1 to 12, dividing it by 3. When you subtract 1 divided by 3, you take the integer value of that, and then you add 1. Again, people who have done this before have seen this kind of formula, but that's not what the point of this is. So the quarter is calculated here. The year is the same idea. You divide it by 12 and you add 1. Okay, so that's how you put it all together. You get the date period. So it's Y ampersand the year, etc., etc. Okay, that's pretty straightforward. Okay, so now you end up with this. Now you can, if you want, you could actually do, I don't know why you'd want that, but you get an idea. If you do date here, you'll see you have all the different versions. So date, year use will be here. I didn't do the whole thing. Date, okay, year use. I gotta click it. Okay, that worked perfectly. All right, again, date underscore, and you can see any of those values. All right, again, that's not really the point of it. But so now we have this. This is where it gets fun. All right, I'm going to show this. Well, actually, I jumped the gun here. I'm going to show this part, Y1, Y2, and Y3. So now what you can do is this automatically is totaling year 1, year 2, year 3, and all it has is period sum. And that is super easy compared to using sum and then highlighting the first 12 and then doing another column and highlighting the next 12. So this is super easy. How does this work? So I'm going to go to Name Manager. And this is period sum. So I'm taking the sum if, and I take whatever the range that's being selected is the conditional range is what is in row 1, everything in row 1, okay? And then it's taking whatever is in K2, which is Y1, and appending an asterisk. So anything that begins with Y1 is going to be included in the sum if, and then the amounts that are being summed are in row 4, which is where I am right now. All right, so if I go, let's just to show you an example. If I go here and do name manager, it's going to be a little different. And we'll do period sum, and you'll see the range that's being checked is always the same. It's the top row, row 1. The year that's being searched for is now in L because I'm in L, so it's L2, so it's Y2, and then I'm still appending a asterisk, and then I'm looking in row 9 because I'm in row 9. So this keeps on changing wherever I am. We've been through this already. So now I do a sum if and I have that. So now it gets really even nicer is I can change the Y1 to Y1 dash Q1. I know it's going to do it only for the first quarter. I already did that and I put it over here. So now I have everything set up. And watch this. I could do, let's say I take this out. It's nice I could just do it like that. And we'll redo it again. I just have to expand it because it's too tight. And right now you have Y1, Q1, Y1, Q2, Y1, Q3, and you keep on going to year 2. Now you could show basically to the reader of this spreadsheet only what they want to see. But all the math is done with the same exact formula. All you really have to do is use, is designate the correct date for each column, and then you can use the sum if beautifully. Okay, that's enough for this video. Maybe I should just quickly repeat how this works because I've got a few more minutes. You could stop it if you're already clear. Basically, again, in row 1, you're putting the date over every column. So this is month 1, month 2, month 3, but now I'm going to assign a year 1 and a quarter to it. And that's being done with this date period. Then I'm using this great sum if. If I double click, you'll see that it's looking at Y1, okay? If I double click here, it's looking at Y2. If I double click here, it's looking at, well, let's see, okay, there goes Y1, Q4. And what it's doing is let's go to F. This should show it a little bit better. I can step in, and it's showing that I am, let's see if I can step in further, Y1, Q4. Okay, that's the first thing it's looking for is Y1, Q4. I'll step out, and I'll evaluate that. Y1, Q4. Okay, so it's looking for, and you see how it added the asterisk there. I'm going to press evaluate again. I got the answer already. I'll go and do it again. Let's just do it one more time. You got to get familiar with this. It's not super friendly, but it is usable. All right, so again, we're going to evaluate that. And now we're going to see how it appends the asterisk, append there. So what it's doing is it's looking for everything in row 1 that has Y1, Q4 with the asterisk, and that means anything after it. So that's why it can handle month 1, month 2, month 3. And it's looking for the amounts in row 11, which is where I am, row 11. So I could just press evaluate, and I got the answer. And then, one other quick thing. I'm not sure why you need to do it, but you could do Y1, Q1, O1. And there's nothing there. So let's just do 03. And it will do that. Now you could, if you did like 99, it's obviously going to show zeros because there's nothing there. You'll see later on, you need the 01 and 03 at the end. In certain cases, because if you have a beginning and an ending balance, which I'm not going to go into it in this video any further. Okay, I hope this makes sense. Bye.